One of the things I think people are most surprised about my work is how simple it is. And I feel that simplicity is a key that we often forget because we have so many distractions and so many complications to things that we just forget to be in the moment. My name is Nikkye Vargas, and I'm the creator of Daughter of the Wild Creations, co-creator, because Mother Earth does a lot of the hard work. Well, I grew up running an antique business with my mom, so just having a very eclectic way of growing up. We would always go to flea markets and thrift stores and small towns and just look at things and see their potential and do crafty things with them. Both of my parents nurtured that type of hands-on, nature-oriented sort of philosophy. Like my dad and I daydreamed a lot about having our own rock and fossil shop and going out and being paleontologists and just being out in nature. And so instead of going to church, we would go to church in nature, and we would just be with all the trees and all the animals and the water, and it just, to me, for both of us, it was a lot more satisfying than being stuck inside of a building that represented something not as true to what we were getting from that experience. I am one of the few people that has been born here and grown up and seen the change that's happened exponentially in the past 26 years. It's like, it's an uncommon attribute to have, especially in a town that has a university where it's a cycle. Every semester there's new people. Every semester there's people leaving. And really what's kept me here is my connection to the river and that water. And so it's kind of like a reactivation of ancient primordial knowledge that's come with reigniting my relationship with stones and plants and stuff like that. If anything, it's opened up the intuitive bridges between the different realms that not all of us are tapped into seeing, but completely exist. So to be able to share such an intimate relationship with facets of nature like the stones, like they're the record keepers and indigenous knowledge, like it's really trippy. If that's a really good way to describe the feeling, it's really trippy because it's so interconnected and so toned in. I definitely feel that all aspects of what I do have a therapeutic aspect to them. But I tell people that one of the reasons that there's so much stuff is because it's my favorite form of therapy. The stones definitely offer like an energy like up, and the plants definitely do as well. I'm even thinking of studying the horticulture application of plant therapy. My dad and I used to joke that we were a lot like cactus and succulents, like we thrive on neglect, you know, and we can take on a lot of different things. It's been a long time since I worked at Paper Bear that people have been coming to me and being like, San Marcos, like you just are San Marcos. And I'm like, okay. I get really proud about it sometimes. When I gear up for a market or something that I know, I'm just like, oh my god, if I don't make this, it's not going to go to the right person, so if I gotta have to make it, and like I can't stop making stuff, and so it's just like, you never know who and when you're going to come across and who's going to like what.
How you doing?
My business is just a reflection of
really
who I am. I'm looking into having an actual location for Daughter of the Wild, so there's a couple different avenues that could go. Especially as a local, I know how to be able to temper the fluctuation of San Marcos. San Marcos is my home, without a doubt, and will always be, and it's not one of those things that I feel like I'm stuck here at all. This place is spectacular. Like, there's not another place like it in the world, and it is sacred because of the water that has not stopped flowing here. I love coming back to it. It's definitely my home base, and it doesn't mean that I'll ever stop traveling and going and experiencing and living in other places, but it will be the home base.